But behind this police line are around 200 protesters who've gathered and converged on the green opposite the Houses of Parliament. Now, just to my right, as you can probably see, they're starting to arrange these barriers so they can cordon them off to make sure that they don't move anywhere else other than the green. Now, about 20 minutes ago, they were all camped out on Westminister Bridge, and police had to close off roads and the station because of that. Many of them spent the night there, and there were reports that one protester jumped off the bridge at about 6 p.m. last night. Now, at its peak, there were rumoured to be 5,000 protesters on that bridge, but many of them have now been dispersed by the police, and police actually started to physically remove them from the bridge and used the vans to surge forward, pushing all the protesters down here to the green where they've converged. Now, what police have been saying is that it has been mostly peaceful, but they have had to physically move some of the protesters, bodily picking them up, and several of the protesters have been complaining about that, claiming that they have been hit by the police. But I have to say, I've seen no evidence of that. I think the police have been very cautious because there's a huge amount of women and children here who have also camped out overnight. And of course, the reason for this process is because they believe that the Sri Lankan government's offensive against the Tamil Tiger rebels has been abusing human rights. They say that the Sri Lankan government has rejected international calls for a ceasefire, claiming that it's on the verge of defeating the Tamil Tigers rebel group, which is fighting for an independent homeland. Now, many of the protesters here say that they feel that there's people trapped in the war zone in the north of the country and that civilian lives are in danger. Now, at the moment, as you can see, this protest will continue, but because the cordons are being put up, they're being confined to this area at the moment.